Hi there! In this video, we will walk you through a step-by-step guide on how to install, configure, and use SuperPlanner. First, let's start by installing the app. Head over to the Monday Marketplace, search for SuperPlanner, and click on the application, and then click Install App. You can choose between two options. Start with a SuperPlanner template or install it in your own workspace in one of your existing boards. We'll start with the SuperPlanner template. And later in the video, we'll show you how to add SuperPlanner to an existing board. Choose the workspace where you want to install the template, then click Add App. You'll notice that a SuperPlanner folder has been added to the selected workspace, which includes Getting Started, SuperPlanner Management, and a Project 1 board. On the board, we'll start configuring SuperPlanner by clicking on the SuperPlanner column and clicking Get Started Now. We'll start by adding resources. Resources is a person, or in later phases an asset, that we would like to manage smartly in Monday. Since this is the first time and there are no resources yet in the system, let's create the first resource. On the Add Resource page, start by selecting a user from your available user list. Next, choose a role for this user. You can easily add a new role if needed, and assign multiple relevant skills. Then configure the working days for this resource and specify the number of work hours per day. These data points will be used to calculate the resource capacity. Finally, assign the relevant holidays calendar. Once done, click Add Resource. Now let's add a few more resources for demonstration purposes. We will assign different working days and hours to each resource. The roles and skills will later help us match the right task to the right resource. Now that we have our resources configured, let's select the resources we would like to manage on the current board. Next, select the Timeline column, the column that defines the duration of the task. Then choose the Task Status column, used to display progress across various management views. The Planned Effort column is the estimated number of hours required to complete the task. In this video, we won't add the actual effort column. This is for more advanced users and will be covered in another video. Finally, click Configure. We are now allocating tasks to resources. As this is the first integration with SuperPlanner, we are performing a random assignment. On the next board, the strength of our smart assignment logic will be clearly visible. Now let's see how to add the SuperPlanner column to an existing board. In this example, I have a board with an existing Monday People column, and I want to add the SuperPlanner column to it. Click the plus sign to add column and click on More Columns. Search for SuperPlanner and click Add to Board. Now click on the SuperPlanner column and then Get Started Now. Since the resources are already configured, we just need to select which resources are relevant for this board. We'll continue by defining the relevant columns for this task board, then clicking Configure. Since this is an existing board, we can copy the resources from the current Monday People column. Just select the column and click Import. Once the resources are imported, you can delete the original Monday People column. Now it's time to add a task and make a smart resource assignment. Click on the SuperPlanner column and you'll see all your resources appear along with their current workload status. We can see that Chloe is at 0% capacity. This means she has no tasks assigned during this time period. If we assign her the task, she'll move to 21% capacity. Ethan is at 34% capacity, and assigning him the task will bring him to 46% capacity. Note that the percentage increase is affected by the individual working days, holidays, and work hours of each resource. Liam is at 64% capacity, but if we assign him the task, he'll reach 97% capacity. We know Liam is really good for this specific task, but we don't want him to reach such a high capacity. SuperPlanner provides account-level resource management, so we can see which tasks are already assigned to Liam on those dates. By clicking the small arrow, we'll see all Liam's tasks, including those from private boards, whose capacity is shown, but we can't see the task details or make changes. You can see he has database setup in Project 1 and mobile responsiveness in this current board. From here, we can reassign tasks from other boards as well to other people to free Liam up for our new task. Let's choose to move one task to Chloe, and now we can reassign the task without overloading Liam. And that's not all. Let's see how the SuperPlanner management view can bring total precision to your resource planning. SuperPlanner management is divided into 4 main sections: workload, resources, projects, and management. Let's go through each of them now. The workload section gives us a clear, graphical overview of the different workloads for every resource managed in the account. You can see each day's workload percentage for each employee, based on their working hours. The circle will turn red whenever a resource is over capacity. To see which tasks an employee is working on for a specific day, simply click to open their task list. Tasks are color-coded according to their status. You can edit a task, shorten or extend its duration by dragging its edges, or reassign it to another resource by dragging it between users. Now we've distributed the workload more efficiently between Liam and Ethan. Also in this screen, you can edit the data for each resource or delete resources. You can add private vacations for each resource individually. These vacations will appear on the screen, and the capacity will be recalculated accordingly. Let's move to the Resources page. Here you can manage all the resources in your account. You can add vacations, edit and update data in bulk, delete or duplicate resources, and add new ones easily. On the Projects page, you'll see all the boards where you manage resources. Private boards will be displayed, but you won't be able to change or edit their data. For public boards, you can update the relevant columns for each parameter and manage the assigned resources. On the Management page, you can view your overall plan, the rules you've set up in your company, and the skills. There's also a section for calendars at the company or team level. Let's add an account-level calendar. In this calendar, let's add a company trip. Select the days and click the Add button. To assign resources to the account-level calendars, go back to the Resources page. You'll see that under Account Calendars, account-level calendars now appear. That's it. You're ready to allocate company resources efficiently to avoid delays and employee burnout. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more SuperPlanner updates.